You know what it is, some technical difficulties sometimes. It's all right. Even though sometimes you have to struggle, want you to know you still need the verbal muscle. You got to push through any obstacles you see. 10 pounds, that's real energy. Astrology, spirituality, you know, tonight talking about the solar eclipse, baby bro. It's in Virgo, the end of the season, right before the equinox. I rhyme for a reason, lyrical treason. We'll try to be pleasing. I want you to know sometimes you gotta fight this heathen, smack them in the face, all up in the place, spraying up the whole world with spiritual mace. For heaven's sake, the grace and the pace, some real empathy up in your face. Yeah, don't you know it's at 29 degrees? This is no joke. This eclipse, brother, please. Oh, sister, the mister dismisses. And don't you understand? You need the Hershey kisses, the black kisses. It's for that power. And I want you to know that mental shower. But also on the show for you tonight, episode 380. It's not a rhyme fight, but I keep it so tight. And that's how you go through the Virgo season. You got to explain it, yo. So Jupiter and Virgo, that's okay. Yeah, it's debilitated, but I don't play. The philosophies get a little closer and narrow. Uh, Keep your eye on the sparrow, then up to bat. Can't you see it's Saturn and Virgo family B? I got people with this in the family tree, and I know some astrologers with it too, B. It's kind of hard and difficult, you know, because they got perfection on steroids, Joe. But after tonight, you're gonna feel right, cause you'll be like, daggone, Eric brought it so tight and brought it so right with the righteous rhymes, and I'm nice with mine. I here to elevate the times. Don't you understand? I'm always gonna shine, and I'm really one of the greatest of all times. No mumbling and stumbling on the microphone. When I come real clear off the dome. Call me ET, cause I'm phoning you from home. Now let's start the show. No more Rome. Woo, woo! Knowledge. What's the deal, Freeman McNeil? Lucio Ball flipping for y'all. The final call. How you feeling? I'm riding solo. The Dolo with the new two-strand twist locks. What's the deal? How you feeling? I hope you guys are doing well. It's Eric Taylor, BigEAstro, back for episode 380. I had a whole thing set up and went to go live and it didn't go. Then I had to redo the show and repost it. Adios mío. Sometimes, Lucy, these eclipses act like it's a Mercury retrograde. It's so crazy. I can't take it in my cabeza. Can you tell I was a professional actor? The drama, baby. So tonight, you know, I'm not showing you the chart, but I am gonna talk about the Virgo solar eclipse and break down the energy. It is on September 21st at 29 degrees, opposing Saturn in Pisces at 28 degrees. And we have a grand water trine with Jupiter in Cancer, Pisces North Node, Lilith in Scorpio. Are you in the flow? This is a health check, spiritual and mental, because there's a lot going on checking and testing our spiritual and mental health. We're going to talk about it. We're not talking about all the drama and mess. I'm not getting into it. It's not worth it. And I just pray for peace and pray for Trayvon Reed's family down in Mississippi, lost his life at Delta College or Delta University. You know, very sad. And hopefully they find the people that did it and bring them to justice. But yikes, it's not so nice. So you know what I'm saying? It's a pizzeria, a crazy times. So how you guys feeling? I'm going to get to you in the chat. Chat. Dun, 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 chat. Actually, I got that out of my head, so I shouldn't put it back in because I know wifey won't like it. And so some few announcements. Thank you for those that came to Cosmic Clarity with Debbie Solaris and I. It was really awesome this Saturday. A lot of fun. I know some of you were there and enjoyed it. Really powerful readings. People got a lot of good feedback from the astrological and Akasha Records perspective. And we may do it again in November. But I have a very powerful workshop coming up with me and Anjani Segrist. Sign up today at BigEAstrology.com. I wrote all that out in the last podcast that I just put up, but this one I didn't get to add all the stuff. But it is Saturday, September 27th, 6 p.m. Eastern. 2 hours, only $32. You can book it at BigEAstrology.com. It's on my product page. I think it's on the first page, like on the middle right. But you will see it there. It's also on my YouTube post, the exact link that I put up on the Chiron graphic with Anjani Segrist and I. And you could also book it on her PayPal. So that is the 27th. This Saturday, I'll be at Missy's Mysteries doing live readings from 11 to 5. That's going to be off the chart in Scottsdale. You don't want to miss that if you live here in Arizona. Maybe one or two of you do. And Coffee Talk. Now, join the tribe. Our 8th tribe meeting will be Friday night, 8 p.m. Eastern on September 26th. After 6 p.m. Eastern, you got to watch Numeralytics Queen Bee is interviewing a very special guest, 6 p.m. Eastern, Friday, the 26th of September. Sabale Pure's own Alana Taylor will be on with Queen Bee. That's going to be off the charts. You don't want to miss that. I got guests coming up on the 23rd and the 30th, Kiara, Karen Michelle, and October 2nd, Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern, I have my friend Lloyd Strayhorn coming back on the podcast. All right, I got Larry Stern from The Real and the Woo, October 14th, 7 p.m. Eastern. So, just scheduling some interesting people for you guys. I've got an author. Her name is Leah, coming on in October. She wrote a book called Catalyst, and she survived vascular cancer, which is very rare. And she's got a story to tell in a book, and that's going to be fascinating. So I got some peoples coming for you. Some peoples, okay? But the tribe the price is going up to join. It's going to go up to $23 for the premium and $10 for the basic, starting on, the 21st is the last day of the Virgo birth chart sale, and to join the tribe. And then on the morning of the 22nd, it will go up to $23 and $10. So if you want to join, our tribe is awesome. And I say our because it's not just me and Alana. It's the amazing people in there. And I mean amazing, from Danny to Cheryl to Janice to Robin to Stephen the Jupiterian, Stephen LaScala, Chantel, Gigi, Quintella, Teresa Miller. I mean, this one and that one. We got Katie that just joined. I mean, there's so many people. I am so humbled. Danny, so humbled and honored. It is an amazing community. Brandon, Nicole, we got Mama Miss. I mean, it's awesome. You want to come and join the tribe. We're about to start a new group, a human design group. So we're going to have 19 or 20 groups in the tribe. And we're going to have a real dope human design presentation probably in October. We'll see. And we're going to get into the Akashic Record. The tribe meeting's off the chart. You need to be there. The last one was amazing. We had author who will be on December 16th, Brandon Ellis, read from one of his books. We talked about our alien UFO stories. It was off the charts. What's up, y'all? Let me get to you in the chat in a minute. But yeah, it was powerful. So that is www.community.bigeastrology.com. And right now, it's either only $5 a month for the basic, but all the sales and the coffee talks for free. And we got Sherry in there, Murray. We got so many people. Oh my God. Melissa, Nettie. It's we got like 38, 39 people. But and Desiree. I mean, it goes on and on like the butter on popcorn. Gail. It's $18 per month for the premium. You get discounts from Sabale Pure, 20% off, 10% off of Biggie Astrology, 50% off of a birth chart after being in the group for a year. If you want an unconscious soul chart, which is based on your gene keys, 88 days before your birth, a natal birth chart, a solar return, or secondary progression. And Virgo Sun Moon Rising, Eric at BigEAstrology.com. You got until midnight, September 21st. And then Libras, you start on the 22nd, that Monday. All right. How you guys feeling in between the eclipses? I don't need to tell you the energy has been crazy. You live it every day. You see it, you feel it. But remember, it's on the health axis. So I've been feeling, being a Virgo, crazy back pain, crazy joint pain, just random stuff with the body. Like, it is Virgo Pisceing me to death. You know what I'm saying? So say a prayer for your boy, but it's no joke. How are you guys doing out there? Any Virgos and Pisces in the house? And I hope you can hear me good. I got on my microphone and my headphones. Let's see who's in the building tonight. Thank you for being here. I love you guys. And, you know, hey, Inner Mystic, you're new? Have you? LI, Long Island. What up, Danny? Hey, Gigi. Oh, are you new, Yuba? That's okay. You're not late. Portland. Okay. Hey, Teresa. So, Teresa and Uma, all you new people, if you've never been here before, I think there's three of you, and are mystic, you could share your sun, moon, rising, and I break down like a free little reading for you. But please, all the stuff I just announced, if you got a Virgo, sun, moon, rising, take advantage of the birth chart sale. If you want to join our community, Danny and Gigi are part of it. It's awesome. We have 2 meetings a month, sometimes 3, and we do special events, but it's a community where we share and learn. It's a platform called Buddy Boss. And let me tell you, well, I'm not listening to you guys. But it looks like Facebook kind of, but we've got like 19, almost 20 groups, I think. Next generation, relationship, self-love, crystals, herbs, food for health, homesteading, astrology, numerology, tarot, about to be human design, spirituality, next generation, business, promote your business in my community, creativity, share anything you create. Like we've got what's on your mind. And, you know, clips from my Knowledge is Love podcast guests and discounts from them too. People like Smoke the Creator, Life the Plant Way, other people. So I'm telling you, it's a community and it's a real community, but it's our tribe and community. So whatever we do and we make it, it's off the charts. But like I said, don't miss Friday. And then Coffee Talk will be Saturday, the 27th, 2 p.m. Eastern. And then 6 p.m. Eastern, there's Chiron. So you got space in between. The Coffee Talk's only 65 minutes. It's $13. You don't want to miss this one. And if you're a basic member, you definitely order it. It's only $13. I am going to be teaching a lesson on the birth chart of Uranus and Taurus. Okay. And that goes back in November 7th to April 25th. Then it's in Gemini, April 25th, 2026 to like 2033, 2034. So Uranus and Taurus from November 7th to April 25th. That's a long time, Lucy. So you want to come for that Coffee Talk. Only $13. We meet over Zoom. People come from all over the world to learn about this powerful transit, which will really affect your life greatly. And if you have a Taurus Sun Moon rising, this is your last chance to get on your soul's purpose and alignment. Uranus don't play. Big kids don't play, like Grand Poobah. Uranus don't play. Okay? And Homie don't play that. Homie the clown. You know, I almost made it on Living Color. I had auditioned for it, and they canceled the show. I was going to fly out to LA and meet the executives at Fox, and they canceled the show as I was graduating college, May of 1994. Ain't that something? But that's all right. I don't think I was supposed to be in that muck and yuck. If you know, you know. I was around it, but if I would have been on In Living Color, I would have been in it, like Bruce Bennett. But you know, I wasn't going to sell my soul. That's not for the kid. I am as rugged and raw as they come. Shout out to my boy Rugged and Raw. Happy belated birthday, Jay Styles. All the Virgos out there. You guys voted for the Virgo MC. I put Nas, Big Daddy Kane, Exhibit, or Ludacris. I could have put the Jizza. Jizza's 29 degrees Virgo. Jizza is a dope Virgo MC too. E Complete, myself, Jay Styles, Rugged and Raw, Nikki D, Dougie Fresh. We're probably number 2. Gemini's number 1. Virgo's probably number 2. Then you would go to Libra, Aquarius, and Sag. Those are the top 5 MCs by the signs, by far. If you got somebody else you think that's better than those, let me know. But I don't think you messing with Gemini's, Virgos, Libra, Aquarius, and Sag. Spitting bars. And I got to give it, you know, I'm a Virgo, but I give it to Gemini's. They're number 1. So the Virgo solar eclipse, I think we'll talk about that first, and then we'll get to Jupiter and Saturn in the birth chart. If anybody here has Virgo or Pisces anywhere between 25 and 29 degrees, you're going to feel this greatly. Okay. That opposition, you know, this is September 21st, and it's during the day. The eclipse is at 29 degrees, then the moon goes into Libra, and then the next day the sun goes into Libra for the equinox. Okay. And what you got to really understand, Saturn's at 28 degrees in Pisces, and the sun and moon are in Virgo, 29 degrees. And this is, you know, two new moons in a season, but also in for Virgo season, right? So that's a lot. Yeah, the first one at 0 and this one at 29. So we're gonna talk about that in a second. I see you got a bunch of new comments here. Let me get to the comments. Got to bear with me because I gotta I gotta read them in the phone here. Okay. Ubub D, you're new. Inner Mystic. Inner Mystic. One. Oh, you called me on Lloyd's show. Thank you. Yes, please book a reading with me. Inner Mystic. I love that name. Okay. Number one son. Oh, chemical talk. I like that. Yeah. Thank you, Gigi. Sun, moon, and rising, if you know it. Yeah. Taurus. Okay. Well, email me. Eric at BigEAstro.com. Ooh. Okay. So you said Aquarius, Taurus, and Cancer. That's your big three? Okay. I can't really see where you're at. Let me see. So, Inner Mystic, is that you? You got to email me. Are you Rohan? Yeah, email me. Because you got to get your birth time. Alchemical talk. Sorry, I'm listening again. I'm trying to get it. Yuba. Hey, see. Aquarius. Okay, I'm confused about how you wrote that. Aquarius. Are you Aquarius rising? Taurus sun, Cancer moon? Or Cancer rising? So if you're a Cancer rising, Aquarius moon in the 8th house, Taurus sun in the 11th, is that you? Yeah. Your parents may have gotten divorced, and your father may be more like a friend, but your father, you can get some money, or your father may leave you like some nice jewelry or watches, different things. You you definitely can be you can have some very wealthy friends. And the Aquarius moon is why you're here. You're very connected to crystals and herbs, but there's karma to pay off to your mother. When you have an Aquarius sun, moon, or rising, but especially sun or moon, depending on the planet, there's karma. And with Aquarius moons, mom is kind of like emotionally detached, but you got to teach your mother something. So you pour. Aquarius is the fixed air sign, but it's the waters of consciousness. So you got to pour some wisdom and knowledge out on mom, maybe teaching her about astrology, numerology, stuff like that. Okay. Let me see if I got that right, or anybody else. Okay. Oh, ascending Aquarius. Well, but this is what I'm saying. You need to text me, or you can call me. That's why I gave you my number, because I can help you figure it out. It's only $20 extra, because I can. It's called rectification of the birth chart. So I will talk to you over the phone, and I'll ask you certain questions, and then we'll figure it out. Because I can't do an annual perfection chart reading, because that means it's based on your year of birth. So I got to have the rising sign correct. Okay. So if you can't find the time, I can figure it out. That's how good your boy is. I got you covered. All right, let's get to the eclipse energy. So remember, we're talking about, and sorry, if you're Aquarius rising, right, and the Taurus sun and Cancer moon, you still got the you got a ground and earth and nature. Your first card could have been like a bluish green, maybe. But there could have been a lot of culture and singing in your home, a lot of soul and R&B music, stuff like that. And then, the Cancer, I think, is it the Cancer moon in the 6th house or the Cancer sun? Let me know. I'm getting a little confused with that, because if you got the Cancer moon, sun in the 6th house, that's a little different. Yeah, definitely reach out. Chat. Because for any of you guys, if you have the sun in the 6th house, you burn off the enemies and sicknesses quickly. Cancer sun, yeah. So the Cancer sun in the 6th house, but you got to drink a lot of water, and you got to watch your digestion. Okay. But you feel deeply into things, like whether it's work or, your coworkers, your bosses, stuff like that. Okay. That's really powerful. So, you're very nurturing and caring and supportive at work with the people. So let's start with the eclipse, right? Remember, this is right before the equinox. So this is a powerful eclipse because it's in the void of that energy. We're about to switch the Libra moon, then the sun, all within a 24-hour period. So this is really intense. And honestly, it's a health check, because soon after, we're going to have the grand air trine, right? With the moon, Uranus, and Pluto. And then the next day, sun, Uranus, Pluto. But for the eclipse, we've got the grand water trine, Lilith and Scorpio, Jupiter in Cancer, and the Pisces North Node. It's 18, 20 degrees, and I think the Lilith was like 17 or something like that. Okay. So what does that mean? It means you're in the flow. Spiritually, this is a solar eclipse. So you're not really manifesting and setting the normal intentions on an eclipse, on a new moon, because it's a solar eclipse. This is heavy, intense energy. And it's on the equinox. Adios, mijo. That's a lot, Lucy. But what it's saying at this critical anaretic 29th degree, we have got to start a new beginning of a new health routine, physical and spiritual. Fall is coming. Autumn is here. Winter is coming. Whatever they're throwing at us is coming. You've got to be at a place mentally now. You've seen since 2000. You've seen since 2012. You've seen since 2020. Anything, and I mean anything, can happen. If you're not in the mental headspace to be prepared for anything going down, then I don't know what you've been doing. I don't know what you've been paying attention to. I don't know where your third eye is and your intuition. You gotta tap in so you can win, Gunga Din. With the hairs on my chinny chin chin. And my Schwinn bike. Hut hike. Don't get sacked and hurt like Joe Burrow. Mentally, I spit it so thorough because I'm from the borough, the place where they named it twice. NYC, that means I'm extra nice. All right? So for real, we have got to fathom and imagine that we've got to take care of our gut health. It's opposing Saturn at 28 degrees. Saturn in Pisces is like, number one, healthy boundaries. No energy vampires. Nobody should be talking bad about Inner Mystic or Gail or Danny or Gigi or any of y'all. I don't care if it's your spouse, your husband, your wife, your kids, your mama, your siblings, your grandpappy. We got to not allow the negative self-talk from ourselves, but even from our loved ones and close friends. Saturn and Pisces, it's like Pisces don't know no boundaries. Saturn is like, excuse you, Pisces. Did you hear what that effort just said about you? That passive aggressive BS, it's got to stop. That's not coming into the age of Aquarius. It can't handle the whole weight. You understand? Do you understand? My fault. I don't under anything. I over and inner because I'm a winner like a TV dinner. Oh God, don't use the microwave. Microwave food is the worst for you. Woo, wifey got us back on the kick where she'd be, heating up stuff in the pan and the stove. You got to do it. It changes the food and the water on a molecular level. Microwaves created by the military is dangerous. Just like alcohol is dangerous, it shrinks the brain. Peaky in the brain. You don't want your brain shrunken. You have a little tiny pea brain. You drink every day. Come on. This is what I'm talking about, though. We don't need to be drinking soda, alcohol, smoking cigarettes into this new age of Aquarius, into this fifth dimension. That's what this Virgo solar eclipse is about. It's opposing Saturn, for goodness sakes. And also, number 2, your spiritual discipline and practice. 7 days a week. I don't want to hear any excuses. Even if you only do 3 minutes a day, I don't care how busy you are. Work 2, 3 jobs. I work 4 jobs. I got no time. Yes, you do. You're breathing. You're up in the morning. You go to bed at night. That's 3 minutes on each side of that right there. You could do 6 minutes of meditation every day, just as you're getting ready for bed and waking up in the morning of gratitude. Everybody's going to be different, but don't beat yourself up. But don't take days off. Keep it consistent. Saturn wants the daily routine of spiritual discipline. Do you get that? Do you feel that? This is the only way to escape the matrix and all this chaos right now. You want to be in the 5D so all this foolishness is not touching you. For real though. Okay? Think about it. Like special ed. Think about it. Like how I got my locks retwisted. Some of you new folks may not know, but they were mad thinner. Got I retwisted them, got them thicker. So, it's really important. But Saturn in Pisces, number 3, it wants you to have compassion, empathy, and empathy is not a made-up word. If you know, I'm not, I'm not calling out no names, but come on. It's not no new age thing. Empathy is empathy. Compassion, empathy, grace, and mercy. For yourself first. Then outwardly to others. To your spouse, your children, your parents, your siblings, your friends. But we've got to be kinder to ourselves. As human beings, we don't give ourselves enough credit. You guys are doing a good job. You're here. You woke up this morning. You are amazing. But you got to believe it. But even if you need to fake it till you make it, don't run out these streets out there naked. Somebody may try to take it. So you gotta have the positive self-talk to yourself about yourself. And my greatest hope is for you to retire from negative self-talk. And then sort of number 4, you gotta take care of your feet and your toes. All them area codes, them hoes. Take care of your feet and toes, for real. Listen, when I was in the hospital 4 years ago, right, September 6th, I was in coma for 40 days. I wake up to October 16th. When I woke up, the nurse was like, Mr. Taylor, you got the nicest feet. I was like, wow. After 40 days and being in the hospital, 49 days in the hospital, my toes and my feet still look good. But that's because I'm maniacal intentional. I take care of my feet after a shower or bathtub. I get the lotion and I sit there and rub on my feet, the reflexology of my toes. Okay? That's important, yo. That's Mutt and Jeff. You walk on them every day, even if you drive. I'm a New York City kid, so I used to go walk, stomping the streets everywhere. Shout out to Long Island's finest. You guys know, when you walk the pavement, you got to take care of them feet. But I don't care if you're driving in a Bentley every day. You still got to take care of your feet and toes. And while Saturn is there, there's a lot of conversations about what's real and what's fake, what's an illusion, what's confusion and deception. Remember, this is the kind of final call, the recall. Uranus going to Taurus November 7th, Saturn going into Pisces September 1st, Neptune going back into Pisces October 22nd. Before they move permanently into Gemini and Aries, they are asking you in these feminine signs of Taurus and Virgo, have you done the spiritual work? Do you have the healthy boundaries? Are you activating your throat chakra? Are you valuing yourself and self-love and self-worth? Are you stopping crying and being a victim? Are you stopping escapism and the unhealthy drugs? Are you being more realistic than just unrealistic and idealistic? Stop lying to yourself. That's Neptune, Saturn, Uranus. This is not a game. The natal birth chart is the map of your life. These planets, these light bodies, frequencies, and energies, they are telling you like the universe's story. And that's what I try to tell you. Astrology is in the Bible, the Torah, and the Quran. It's in all the ancient books, right? You saw when Michael Dank was on. And these are frequencies and energy and vibration. That's what everything is in this universe. Capiche? You smell me? You feel me? I smell good. Got my wife's oil on my lock. So, go to Sabale Pure, SABALI Pure.com. You could check it out on my YouTube page and my post. She's on YouTube and IG. Follow her before she gets on Queen Bee next Friday. She has, you want the seasonal lip balms. You want the autumn lip balm. She's got autumn, like keep the lips soft and juicy. Hey, Lucy. I'm looking for one of them. I had a lip balm over here. I think somebody stole it. These lip balms are so good. But, and they're fat and chunky. Brass monkey. That funky monkey. But so she's got seasonal lip balms. They're organic. Her packaging is gorgeous. It's compostable. Gigi would tell you about it. Danny knows. Compostable and recyclable. But she's got organic tooth powder that literally takes away morning breath. I can kiss my wife. She gets up earlier for me, but I can kiss my wife every morning. No stink breath. But I'm a Virgo. I don't even care about that. I mean, I care. Like cleanliness is a big thing. But like that Scorpio rising side of me, I'm like, give me that stink breath, girl. I love you. But now her breath don't stink because she got the organic tooth powder. But Cat Moon, Scorpio rising, Virgo sun. We get in the mud. We ain't scared of that little dirt, nothing. You know what I'm saying? We just love's under new management. Y'all don't know nothing about no Mickey Howard. Do you remember that joint, Mickey? Come on, man. Love's under new management. What? Oh my God. Late 80s, early 90s, we had the best R&B. Guy, Jodeci, Levert. Oh my God. So many good. So, but she's also got trace mineral deodorant. You don't need the poisons and toxins under your arms. And she's got hair, face, and body oil. Okay. Got me 55 looking like I'm 39 or 40. The smooth criminal. I'm a little silly tonight. It's been a stressful day. I've been working, busy, got a kid home sick and misbehaving and about to get kicked off the football team. There's just a lot going on. But it's all good. Let me check on y'all. And then I'll finish the Virgo solar eclipse. Let me know if you have any questions. If you got Gemini, Virgo, Sag, or Pisces, anything between 25, 29 degrees, you're going to be lit up, Lucy, with this energy. And then we'll kind of talk about the grand water trine a little bit with Lilith, Jupiter, North Node. I'm going to give you some insight and tips on how to get down with that. Because you got to freak it in Korean. Hold on, wait a minute. I got thinking. Oh, man. I hate when this happens. Sorry. I got to get back to the screen. Hold on. Got to do your partners. So frustrating because, the little notifications pop up. And if you don't hit it perfectly, it will open up a new screen. And you're like, I don't want that screen. Right? I don't want that screen. You know what I mean? So let me see if I can highlight and get your last little bit of chat. Okay. That Taurus moon is exalted in your fourth house. You need a garden. Okay. Sorry. Thank you. Hey, Melissa. Scorpio rising, Virgo sun, Taurus moon. Yes. The joints. We need more More fruits and veggies, though. Thank you. With a Taurus moon and a Virgo sun. What up, Stevie Weezies? And with that Virgo sun, 11th house, and Taurus moon, mom could be up in your cookie jar and relationships, and dad could be more like a friend, and dad could help you financially. Or if he's not alive, you may get inheritance from dad. The Virgo sun in the 11th house, I got the same chart. We got the same chart. So hit me up for the Virgo birth chart sale. You'll get the best reading ever. But Scorpio rising, that means you're here to break generational curses. Okay. That means you're a mother. Preeclampsia, jaundice, umbilical around the neck, emergency C-section, something. But your soul chose to, when you're Scorpio rising, it's not an easy life, right? You're here to break generational curses, but you're going to go through major transformations every 7 to 9 years. The people who knew you at 24 won't know you at 33. People at 33 won't recognize you, know you at 40, 47. You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously. And Scorpio risings with the Leo 10th, Aries 6th house, we tend to need to work for ourselves because we're kind of like bosses. Not that we can't, be good generals and take orders, but if we don't trust or believe in who we're following, we're like, get out of here, you fugazis, right? So a lot of Scorpio risings need to have their own business, their own job. You could fit along to get along, but that Taurus moon, you're very creative. And I know with the Taurus moon, you or your spouse can burn in the kitchen. You could probably really burn in the kitchen with that Taurus moon in the 7th house. Okay. And back to my my buddy with the Taurus moon in the 4th house, you got to live with some grass and like by nature and trees. You got to you got to have your feet in the grass wherever you live. Okay. And you can manifest like crazy out in nature, but also you need to meditate through water. So back for everybody with this energy, with the health, it's like a health check. That was the title of this. It's a grand water trine with Lilith, Black Moon Lilith in Scorpio, which is intense, and Juno's there, trining the North Node in Pisces at 18 degrees, and Jupiter in Cancer at 20 degrees. I'll be your private dancer. So Jupiter's there to June 30th, 2026. It's exalted in Cancer. It's not the bag, as the young kids say, but Jupiter in Cancer is what? Emotional intelligence, the divine feminine. Ladies, come here, ladies. Fellas, just close your ears for a second. Ladies, listen. You are the portals. You ain't come from no rib. Women are first, right? That X chromosome, the Y chromosome is very un poquito tiny. Okay. You guys have to remember who you are, the goddess. You're the divine feminine. You have to waken up and soften. This patriarchal system has made you tough and hard. So you can go to work and leave the house and the kids and and think, oh, that's not a real job. No, that's the biggest, greatest job ever. Turning a house into a home and raising your children and your family. They wanted you to go to work for IRS and paying taxes and to separate the family. The Rockefeller school system. Come on, let's wake up, people. We're at the point now where certain things shouldn't be like, oh, it's a conspiracy theory. I mean, and that's a made up term that started after Kennedy and then cemented with the movie of Mel Gibson and Julia Roberts. We just have to use what's common in the sense and also pay attention to our intuition and nature. Jupiter in Cancer, this is going to increase the divine feminine, our emotional intelligence, but our intuition, especially for you folks that have Lilith in Cancer. That's no joke, or in a water sign. But with this eclipse, Saturday or Sunday night, and remember, eclipses play out 6 months after. You may feel them 2 weeks before, 2 weeks after, but the manifestation of what's going to happen in your life, that may not go down until February, March, the next eclipse season. And then July 2026, we're going to get into the Aquarius North Node and Leo South Node. And then that Aquarius North Node, when it hits Pluto, oh, you don't even know. I'm trying to plan something special for you with like a consortium of astrologers talking about that. I'm going to make it happen. Okay. But seriously, please understand. The story of the cosmos is telling us to focus on our health, physical, spiritual, mental, your nutrition. I don't care your blood type. Some blood types can handle the meat. Most blood types, some can do the dairy and gluten better than others, but it's not good for anybody. Meat and dairy create mucus. You need to have the solar food, the fruits and the veggies. I'm not judging anybody's diet. I'm telling you, check your own research and you talk to your doctor and your blood type. But you got to know you're an electromagnetic being, and the fruit is electrically charged by the sun. The sun doesn't cause cancer. The sun is medicine, vitality, life, purpose. Even for my or lesser melanated people, my European brothers and sisters watching, you guys got to go sun gaze at sunrise and sunset. So the sun integrates through the retina, take off the shades, and the sun integrates through the retina and then lets the body integrate the melanin so you can handle it. You won't get no sunburn. You put chemicals on your skin and it's cooking and frying in the sun, yeah, then you can get some skin cancer. Come on, we know this. We got to start to remember the ancient wisdom and knowledge is deeper than what you learned in college. If you stop learning in college or after you got a regular degree, master's, PhD, then you don't know nothing. Because most of your learning should be after college on your own, inspired by yourself. They don't teach you that much in medical school. And that's more modern and Western. We're at a point as we move into the age of Aquarius. And remember, I told you with this Virgo Pisces North Node, South Node, you're hearing all the rumblings about the CDC and RFK and this and that and blah, blah, blah. That's Virgo Pisces, the health access. So with this grand water trine, trust your intuition, manifest your dreams, and tap into your stomach and your feeling, right? And know you don't tell the universe you want anything. That's an energy of lack. I know that I am receiving. I am with gratitude. I feel that I am, I'm married and have kids. I feel that I am a millionaire. I know that I have this new home. I'm in gratitude of great health. We have to be maniacal, intentional with our words and the verbs and pronouns that get downs. My adjectives live because I know what I give. Nothing but love. This tighter than a glove. Forget the dove. I'm a soar like an eagle, kind of like a beagle. Shot to Benny Siegel. My cheesesteaks are from Philly. I spit it kind of illy. Went to South Beach. Had some dope drinks at Wet Willie's. Chili. On the sidelines, E. You don't even understand the real poetry. They're coming from me. Se me spit it from a tree. Naturally, how it gonna be? Sometimes I get down with the harmony. So seriously, you gotta focus on your health. I want you to take a bath, an Epsom salt bath. You could put the shungite crystals in the bath. I would do this either on the 20th that night or the 22nd. The 21st, Sunday night, just watch football, lay low. You don't like sports, and just chill. Just chill, like Guy. Settle down. But any of you guys have anything in Gemini, Sag, Virgo, Pisces, 25 to 29 degrees? You're looking at your chart. And make sure you got a Virgo Sun Moon Rising. Email me for the Virgo birth chart sale. My friend with the Scorpio Rising, Virgo Sun, Taurus Moon. Holla. Pop your collar and holla. Okay. So any questions about the eclipse before we get to Jupiter and Saturn in the natal birth chart? Put them in there now in the chat. Chat. Are you guys liking any music nowadays? There's not too much good stuff out there. I think a lot of the veteran MCs are re-releasing some stuff. And oh man, I hit that thing again. Oh my God. I'm so annoyed by this notification thing. Forgive me, y'all. It's pissing me off. It's pissing me off a little something. You know what I'm saying? Ay, Dios mío, Lucy. Sometimes you just gotta cut it off. You know how you cut off a frog's tail? I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just being silly, but I thank you so much for being here with me. And I'm just trying to close these windows. Hopefully I don't close the wrong windows. I'm still live with you. You hear me. You see me. You smell me. And then we're back in this window. And then we're gonna read the chat. And we're gonna see what's going on with y'all. Let me get the audio rocking. Like Chewbacca, Anakia, and Rakia. Okay, now give me a second because I'm gonna get the audio headphones on and see what you're saying. I see somebody wrote a long little comment there. Joint pain, yeah, I know. I've been having a lot of joint pain. I'm about to get some cortisone shots. Okay, and a mistake. You bud, Dean. Yeah, I got that Taurus moon. 59. But email me. Don't put your stuff out there on the thing. Scorpio rising, I love it. I know, right? Okay. I'm glad Paleo's helping. But don't forget the fruits and veggies. Okay. Sorry, I know I went back too far, but I just want to double check. Yep, Long Island people. Gigi and Steven just talking. New York. And Steven, this eclipse is affecting you, right? With the Pisces Sag stuff. I know you've been going through it. So just remember the 20th or the 22nd, right? Because you got the new moon and the eclipse right on the equinox. It's a big shift. So let's talk about, and remember, even though it's a new beginning, because it's the South Node, there's something we need to release in the Virgo. We got to release perfectionism. We got to release the sugar. We got to release, I've been doing some intermittent fasting the last few days. And then wifey had to go ahead and make some good food and interrupt my fast. But that's okay. You don't understand. My wife cooks so good. So when she makes something, it's not like I could just stay fasting and not eat it because it smells so good. Oh my God. But just know we're built for this. You're not here to play small anymore. And that's part of this eclipse energy. The new beginning is to share your expertise. You've been working and putting in work and grinding, and now share what you've been, doing. Okay. You guys got to stop playing small. Remember how gifted and talented and amazing you are. Okay. You do the chart reading with me. I'm going to show you. No fluff, no fakeness. I keep it oh so very real, but I also let you know and put a mirror up so you see yourself. Right? This is what your soul selected, and you guys are truly amazing. Okay? I just want you to see it. Now, so really the 20th or the 22nd, I would do the Epsom salt bath with the crystals. Shungite is good in the bathtub. Look at your 12th house, the sign there. That's how you should really act in your bedroom for sleeping and even get those crystals. Okay? You want to tap in and get some good crystals. If you're Scorpio rising, like my friend here with the Virgo sun, you want the black tourmaline. That's really good. When I put that under my pillow, my dreams, I'm always tapped in because I got Uranus in the 12th house. But, now Uranus in the 12th house is something else. I dreamt about my wife before I met her. I dreamt about 9/11 2 years before it happened. When I was dating my different girlfriends, I could see them when they weren't with me. And Uranus in the 12th house is no joke, let me tell you. Oof. The dreams beyond 20. So, but I want you to know that it's a new beginning, but there's things you need to release because the South Node wants to be spiritual. It's like Mars, the South Node K2, it will cut, separate, and divide. All that perfectionism, overanalysis creates paralysis. All that nitpicking and being critical of others and self-critical. Remember, Virgos destroy themselves 100 times before they say one negative word about the next person. If Virgo takes the time to critique you, it's to make you in a situation better. Virgos don't criticize anything they don't give a F about or don't care about, right? Virgos will tell you here, right? And what's good, if you ask a Virgo, right, they're going to analyze and assess without emotion. So Virgo's like the best support system or cheerleader or personal assistant that you could ever have. And Virgos will really give you like great advice they want to fix and repair, make things better. It's the weed and the medicine, service to humanity. Virgo, the virgin, the lyrical surgeon, always splurging, right? Mother Mary, I think she was the 8th or 9th. Yeshua, Jesus Christos, 9/11, September 11th. Think about it. Makes a little sense now, right? Think about it. Boom, 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 boom. Y'all don't know nothing about special ed. Come on, man. You don't even know. Think, just blink. If I made a million rhymes, just imagine if I blinked a million times. Damn, I'd be paid. To put it short, I got it made. That was the joint in high school, my senior year, 1989. That was the best song of the year. That video was crazy. Remember, everybody thought he only had one hand because he was only doing the one hand and he had the arm in the jacket or whatever. It was crazy. I knew, I think his aunt. I met his aunt or whatever. So now Jupiter in Virgo in the natal birth chart. Jupiter is at home in what? Sagittarius and Pisces exalted in Cancer, where it is now, to June 30th. So when Jupiter is in Virgo, debilitated, not a death sentence. What does it really mean? Jupiter in Virgo, it's like taking this big expansive energy and then like making it go into a little container. It's like putting an elephant in a house. It won't fit. So what do you got to do? The way you work with Jupiter and Virgo is really understanding that you can't always zoom out. Sometimes you do have to get a little narrow-minded and detail precise, but you've got to kind of blend the both, right? So think of what Jupiter is. Jupiter is the teacher, preacher, professor, the guru, the shaman. It's biology. It's a husband in a same-sex couple chart or in a woman's chart. Jupiter's the husband. It's biology. It's finance. It's abundance, fortune, luck, the guru, the shaman, the teacher, the preacher. Well, in Virgo, you may be preaching as the nutritionist. You may be the health coach. You may be the super duper financial advisor or an accountant. Jupiter and Virgo are really good with finances. They do wills and trusts, all those things. And an amazing nutritionist, a health coach. Okay, if you meet a health coach and they got Jupiter and Virgo, you better book with them and trust them. An accountant or financial advisor with Jupiter and Virgo, you got to rock with them. Let me know if anybody here has Jupiter and Virgo. Jupiter does well in so many signs, so I just want you to don't just get tripped up with, it's in its fall, it's debilitated. It's just how you work with the energy. Yeah, there are challenges, right? But it's not terrible. Okay? So one little good tip with Jupiter and Virgo, you've got to, if you're a woman or you're looking for a husband, right? You could marry a Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising. I'm already taken, sorry. But there's a lot of other Virgos out there. Remember, Virgo is the most popular sign, most common sign, the most common birthday, thank you to the OG Lloyd, is September 9th, my oldest son's birthday. I'm the 10th. The least common, I think, is February 13th and Aquarius. Interesting, right? So, but Jupiter and Virgo, the challenge is not to, nitpick on people's beliefs and philosophies, not to think that you have the perfect solution. I only eat cucumbers and broccoli every day. I am the healthiest person ever. Slow your roll. Okay. Remember, cucumber, avocado, they're fruits. Anything but a seed. So those are good fruits to eat. Oh, I got a gentleman coming on October, I forgot the date. Orville Douglas, a fruit fast. He's a fruitarian. So I forgot to mention I got him coming on. Lloyd, Larry Stern, Orville. October's already filling up. Nice podcast for you. And then we're ending off September with Kiara, who's like a channeler. She just does so many different things. She's an author. She's really big into energy and helping people with their energy. She'll probably do some live readings, talk about our ascension in the fifth dimension. She's dope. And then psychic. and former psychologist, Karen Michelle, and she does resonance kinesiology and helps heal people through the harp. And she did live readings at Lilydale. Have you ever heard of Lilydale, upstate New York? It's a community of mediums and psychics, and you can only go visit, and you have to like be tested to go and do readings there. And she was tested, and she did readings there. She's amazing. She was on a podcast, I think, 2 summers ago. Not this summer, the summer before. And she's she's amazing. She's the real deal. Karen Michelle, Dr. Karen Michelle. So you don't want to miss that. That's on the 30th, and Kiara's coming on the 22nd. So back-to-back Tuesdays. And I may come on maybe again Friday or Saturday night. I don't know. I'm super busy this week. Just booked with stuff. So this may be the only time you get to see my pretty face. But I'll be on to remind you of Coffee Talk and of Chiron the Wounded Healer. Okay, you got to come see Anjani and I. It's going to be so good, right? A Chiron presentation and then live readings. I told you $32. What do you got to bring? Your Chiron sign, house, and degree. And we're going to break it down and get you all healed up. It's powerful. I'm really good with the wounding, and she's really good with the healing. And that's what Chiron the Wounded Healer is about. Right? It's in between Sagittarius constellation, in between Saturn and Uranus. It's very karmic, unconscious, subconscious wounding. And at the degree point tells you the age you had the wound. So I'm gonna get you hooked. We're gonna get Anjani and I are gonna get you hooked up, cleaned up like a whistle. Oh, did you guys know I can whistle any tune? If you name that tune, I could whistle it, right? Right, crack that whip. What's a good one? Oh, this one you may not know. I'm gonna do some EPMD. I said, oh, what the heck? Let's get married and have a son named Eric. No big deal, no sweat. That's EPMD, Eric Sermon. Love the Green Eye Bandit, Eric Sermon. Anyway, so, that's Jupiter and Virgo. You work with it. You don't nitpick on your husband. You're not overly negative, nitpicking and critical of your husband. You may be picky with food, and you're very right to be. You're Virgo, Jupiter. You know what to eat. You're going to know. Now, I'm going to check in with the chat before we get to Saturn and bust the patterns, okay? Saturn in Virgo is fun. Hey, Jackie. That's right. Isn't that true, Jackie? And we missed you. Happy belated birthday, Jackie. Yes, 89 is the best hip hop. I know you love special ed too. Oh, you taught special ed. Okay. Melissa Rouge. Yes, I like that. Scientist. And Teresa Gaylor, it's kind of like Taylor. Yeah. Go check out my whole podcast. I've had amazing people on. Think about Meet Diaz, Elizabeth Joseph. I mean, you guys, not bragging, but I will tell you in terms of an astrology show, the amount of people that I've had on, or the various types of healing modalities, Knowledge is Love Astrology podcast is pretty darn good. Pretty brown eyes. Dun, dun, dun. What y'all know about mint condition? Y'all don't even know. Oh my God. Sorry, my nose is itching tonight. Mint condition. Woo, pretty brown eyes. That was a good joint. Oh, I missed that. Jupiter. You need a Cancer crystal. Jupiter and Cancer in the 12th house. Hold on. I think I may have missed a couple of comments. Yeah, Saturn in Pisces is bringing up a lot. Okay, Tranquil Moon. That's a new name. You need the Cancer crystal. You Google them and figure out which one you want best. But Jupiter Cancer for a Leo rising, you can have big emotions, but you could be a great spiritual teacher too. And you could, if you want, Tranquil or Anquil Moon or whatever, you could share your Sun, Moon, Rising. I'll break that down for you. But yeah. Oh, 89. Not just that, De La Soul, Tribe Called Quest, Boogie Down Productions, Big Daddy Kane. 89 was a good year. 89 in effect. Oh my God. I lost a couple of my buddies have passed away from high school. Three good ones. And they were my boy Rich, my boy Kevin, my boy Mark. Good dudes. R.I.P. fellas. And then my college roommate, I lost him. He was a Taurus, Kwame. I can't believe at 55, I've lost, some. I lost a lot of Tauruses. My mother, my half sister, and my roommate in college. One of my best friends ever. It's you can always talk to people. You know what I mean? I talked to my ancestors and stuff. My aunt that just passed away a few weeks ago, I talked to her, but you miss the spirit in the physical container. Their soul you can connect with. Okay? And just remember that. Like Michael Jackson said it best, like, you are not alone, right? You are not alone. I am here with you. The king of pop. Nobody's better than Mike. Let's just be honest. Many are talented, but nobody's Mike. Mike Jack, come on. There's only one. So let's talk about Saturn and Virgo. Now remember, Saturn is what? The karma. We live in a Saturnian bubble matrix. It's discipline, restrictions, fears, limitations, anxiety, stress, organization, law and order, the government, the authorities. It can be a father or it can be a grandparent. And Virgo is probably more like the strict grandma, like Capricorn, and Aquarius is strict grandpa. But you got to look in the chart because a lot of times the sun is going to represent the story of you and your dad. Saturn sometimes, depending on the aspects and the placements, if that makes sense. There's no rhyme or reason to it. You just got to look at the whole chart and it tells a story. Like the moon is your mama. Some people associate, and I've heard some Western tropical astrologers, and I've seen where it makes sense. You'd have to look in your own chart where Neptune can represent like the grandma. I could see that. But so Saturn in Virgo. Saturn is also delays, restrictions, but it's the karmic teacher. Saturn gives you rewards. When you are disciplined and respond to your abilities, Saturn will give you more blessings than Jupiter and Venus ever can. For reals. Okay? And please do extra meditation around this eclipse. Extra breath work. Clean out the closet. Do some fall cleaning. Purge. Recycle things. Keep your car clean too. That's good for your relationships and your finances. Go to the car wash. You want to go into this eclipse with a clean car. Okay. And if you are in New York City and you take the train to Mutton Jeff, you better have some clean sneakers and shoes. Okay. So, oh man, I used to live on that 1 train, the 9 train, the 2 train, the 3 train. I was all over that city, man. I miss New York sometimes, but it's not the same. It's not the same. Not this New York that I grew up in. It's really lost its heart and soul. From hip hop to the culture to the people, it's become a millionaire's playground. It's lost its way. It really has. So when Saturn's in Virgo, it's at home in Capricorn and Aquarius and exalted in Libra. Saturn does okay in a Mercury sign. It's not terrible, but it's not great. It's comme ci, comme ça. So Saturn in Virgo, what happens? Whoa, you could be very rigid with your work routine. You could be the crazy perfectionist. Saturn can make you have a lot of stress and anxiety in Virgo. It can also restrict your digestion. One of my sons has this. He had a lot of gut issues, right? We had to do craniosacral work on him as he was a baby. And that stuff works. Oh my God, I wish I was in contact with the lady in New York that did that, because she literally healed him 2 or 3 sessions and he was good. And Alana and him were able to sleep again. Because every time he would eat the breast milk, he would get sick. And he'd be screaming and crying. He would never take naps. It was terrible. The first 6 months, Alana didn't sleep. She was like a zombie. And then I was getting up at like 5:30, 6 o'clock every morning to go to work. And my sleep was broken, so I wasn't sleeping. It was when we were in New York. It was crazy with my newborn, my firstborn. It was tough. But so with Saturn and Virgo, you can be extra tough on yourself. You put a lot of pressure on yourself in terms of your health. But you could wind up being a nutritionist or herbalist, right? My great friend has this. She's been on the podcast, Chiron lady, Anjani, Saturn Virgo, and she's a brilliant herbalist. OJA. Go follow her on Instagram. She makes great herbals and tinctures and stuff. Anjani's amazing. You don't want to miss Chiron. Okay, we're gonna really have a great time. And sign up. Only $32. Sign up today. BigEAstrology.com. But when you have Saturn and Virgo also, you can also have restrictions with your digestion and issues. You can really overthink stuff. And anything you create, sometimes you're going to be like, oh, that's wrong. That's all. Like it's like you're hyperbolic on how much you nitpick yourself. But when you get it together and you're healed, whoa, Saturn and Virgo, it can be like a well-oiled machine. It can be so productive and efficient that it's like crazy. This is the great doctor, nutritionist, herbalist, naturopathic, homeopathic doctor. This is the nurse. This is like the manager of nurses. This is the head of HR. Saturn and Virgo is like the super duper accountant for the mafia, the mob. Like Saturn and Virgo is like the data analysis, right? This is good for astrology. Like Saturn Virgo is no joke. You just got to be careful with what you're eating, especially if it's in the 2nd or 6th house for the Leo or the was that Cap? No. Aquarius rising? No. Sag? No. Oh my God, why am I bugging? Aries rising. My brain was losing it. Aries rising. So, you just got to be very careful with that. But, these people, they really can take care of the HR department, environmental lawyers, stuff like that. So, so that's it. Jupiter and Saturn and Virgo in the natal birth chart. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Any last questions before I go about the eclipse? I'm getting a lot of downloads lately. Get back to listening to the instrumental music and do some toning. The frequency and vibration in your own body, it helps to like waken the cells, right? Get into your light language. O shain ta shawataya rekambara yondro kalora tarakiskara isha tarakara isha karantro whatever. Ashe. Listen, we got to really focus on our spiritual practices at this time. I'm telling you, I'm begging you, please take my advice. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I'm surely not going to ever try to mislead you. I'm coming pure from my heart. Take care of your feet, increase your spiritual practice 30 minutes to an hour, and really release some of the bad things you've been eating. We all can eat better. I had a freaking cupcake today. I didn't need it. My wife, every once in a while she wants a sweet, and she's like, I'm going to the, and I was like, okay, and oh God, it was so good. But I didn't need it. I'm very disciplined. When I want to like lock it down, my Virgo stellium, Sun, Mercury, Mars, Pluto, Lilith, midheavens. I'm Virgo on crack, chat, crazy Virgo. And I'm telling you, with a Cat Moon and Scorpio rising, I'm one of the most disciplined humans. You cannot tempt me. I'm very disciplined. But ooh, I have Venus on the ascendant. Ooh, that's why this is so smooth. But let me tell you something. When you got Venus on the ascendant, yo, you got a sweet tooth. Like, ooh, ooh, don't leave me alone with a box of cookies. Just don't do it, please. I'm dangerous, okay? So any last comments, put them in there now. I'm going to get ready to rock and roll. This was so much fun. I love you guys. Stay connected with your crystals. My Jupiter Cancer 12th house friend, search on Google the Cancer crystals. Put one under the pillow, one next to your hips and thighs. And this is the year for you to manifest. You're going through your Jupiter return till June 30th. So whatever the 12th house, whatever you have in the 12th house, you got to share and release it. So you need to be more sharing your nurturing and caring, how supportive you are, your emotional intelligence, the divine feminine energy. You got to bring that out and share it. Okay? You're gifted in that. So you want to, share that with people. Oh my God. I think we got a lot more comments here. Let me see where we at. If I get everybody. Yeah, 80s was the best. What's up, Irene? Irene in the house. Yes, Jackie. With your son? Oh, good. Yes, the 80s was so good. Woo! You know about Mint Condition. Oh, really? Remember Keith Washington? Oh, that brother could sing too. Big hair in the 80s. Oh, Scorpio Moon. I used to have the flat top in the 80s. And I was into spades. So I had a diamond, a club, a spade, and a heart. An hour to do your hair. That's funny. Oh, you like earth signs, Jackie? Yeah. You had the moose. Irene is laughing. Steamy rollers. That's funny. Venus and Pisces is great, Stephen. But you love so purely. Sometimes it's hard for Venus and Pisces to find true love in his life. Oh my God, terms of endearment. That's funny. They almost did terms of endearment in my house. They were going to shoot a scene in my house in New York, but they didn't like the entranceway. They were going to do that. They used to shoot a lot of movies around my block, Law and Order, New York Undercover, different shows. It was weird. Like I'd be working on things, but I only worked on like one or two different shows when they filmed in my neighborhood on the Upper West Side in New York. But there'd be times when I wasn't working and then they'd be filming in my neighborhood and I'd be pissed. I'm like, man, you filming in my hood and I'm not in it? Yeah, I used to do a lot of, I don't know if you guys remember, I worked on Oz, Sopranos, New York Undercover, Law and Order, Third Watch, Criminal Intent, all the Law and Orders, and a bunch of different movies. But I did my own movie where I co-wrote, casted, and I was a co-star. It's out there on Fandango and Hollywood Video, Hate the Game. But when I wrote it, it was titled Final City. The producers, they switch stuff up. It's not so great. But hey, we got it done. A lot of people talk about doing a movie and this and that, but me and my boys at the time, we didn't just talk about it. We made it happen. HBO had some interest, but they said we didn't have enough big names. We had like New York actors and some radio personalities, but we didn't have, we had Rottweiler who produced for Redman, and we had Steph Lover, who was on Power 105 on the radio. And we had some New York actors from New York from Law and Order, stuff like that. But, it was cool. I enjoyed it. My character in the movie was called Soul Walker. That was the name. I was, like a community activist, like trying to keep everybody in the hood clean off of drugs and positive stuff. And, I had a good part. But I told you I was like second AD, casting director. I co-wrote it. Basically, I made the whole thing happen, but there were some good brothers that I worked with, and, some betrayal too. Some fugazi stuff happened, but it's all right. I let that go decades ago. It was so long ago. We released it in 04, 05. We shot in 04. It came out in 05. Blockbuster in Hollywood Video. So, yeah, hate the game. And you know what TV show kind of copied off of us? Empire, with Taraji and Terrence. And I worked with Terrence Howard on Sunset Park, and also The Best Man. The Best Man. I was in that scene there. I didn't have just background in that one, but I was when you walk into the bar and Morris Chestnut came in. You see me hanging at the bar there, chilling. See your boy. So that's about it. I'm gonna get ready to bounce. Check on the family. I don't know what we're doing for dinner, and I love you guys so much. Thank you for coming. Please sign up for our Chiron workshop. September 27th, Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern, 2 hours, only $32, BigEAstro.com. Come to Coffee Talk the same day, 2 p.m. Eastern, 65 minutes. Uranus and Taurus transit starting November 7th. That's going to be a good Coffee Talk. I'll see you at the tribe meeting. Join the tribe, $18 or $5 a month. It will go up on the 22nd. 21st is the last day for that, and the Virgo birth chart sale. Virgo birth chart sale. Down from $250, only $206, 90 minutes via Zoom, or the mini movie of your life with transits, current and future. Both of them, you get the chart and videos of your planetary placements, normally $350, and 30 minutes Q&A after you absorb it, and we meet over Zoom and answer your questions. Only $305, down from $350. So those are big sales. I won't be offering them next year when we get to Aquarius season. Capricorn will be the last. I started last year with Aquarius, so then I'll just be doing like some sales on my different services. Check out my website. You can do a lot more in astrology than just a natal birth chart, solar return, and second day progression. I do mini hater charts, love chart readings, synastry compatibility, career chart, business birth chart if you're starting your own business. I've helped a lot of big businesses out there. And I really love working with spiritual business, any business. I can help any business. You can book me for events, parties, I can come to your house, stuff like that, and do readings for a party. And then that's a party. To have me come and do like live readings for you and all your friends, that would be an event. So, reach out. Obviously, you can book me for, podcast, TV, radio, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. I do interviews everywhere. I've been on probably about 30 different podcasts now. And I just stay in gratitude. Like I said, 4 years ago today, I was sleep in coma. So I'm literally a walking miracle. And, I stay in gratitude every day for my family, for life, for breath. I had to learn how to re-swallow. You can't even see my scar anymore, where they had the trach in me right here. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but and I had the JPEG. That's, I think, finally kind of healed. They kept the JPEG in me too long and left like a little mark. But so, end of August, September, and October, it gets it's only 4 years, but it still gets emotional for me. September 21st is when I lost my mom while I was in coma, and I awakened on October 16th. For good. I woke up twice before, but they put restraints on me. So I went back to coma land October 13th and October 15th. It really sucked and it hurt. But you can't kill somebody, y'all. When you want to live, and the prayers, thank you, from people on YouTube, friends, family, every walk of life, strangers, people praying for me, sending me love and healing energy. It's really humbling, the love that I received in my family. My wife didn't have to cook one meal. She was, Uber Eats and going back and forth to the hospital. She ordered food for the kids. They were taken care of. God is good. Humanity and people are amazing. We just got to live at our highest vibration. And I hope this Virgo solar eclipse brings in this new opportunity of health. Health is wealth. It's time for a health check. It's time to maximize your health. It's time to get into sound frequencies. It's time to get into copper. It's time to get into high vibrational water. It's time to get into the herbs, the plant medicines, the crystals. It's time to awaken and to remember who you are and your connection to Gaia, Mother Earth. It's important. You're important. I love you, and goodbye, everybody. And yeah, happy Virgo season. I'll be back next time. I'm probably gonna do the generation from like 63 to 67. Uranus, I mean the conjunction, but just everybody who has it. Uranus and Pluto. Neptune Virgo is like way too old, but Uranus and Pluto in Virgo. These are powerful healers. Some of y'all born from 63 to 67, you're not walking in your gifts. Let me just check in the chat, say goodnight to everybody. But people with Uranus and Pluto and Virgo, dynamic healers. Okay. Oh, chakra stones. That sounds good. Yeah. Okay. Oh, you do tarot and oracle? Come watch my new channel, Stars and Cards Lounge. Oh, you got to clean your car? Yep, clean it. Stars and Cards Lounge with Elena and Eric on YouTube. Go subscribe and check it out. Oh, thank you, Teresa Miller. We're about to say goodbye, but go watch the show, Teresa. And I'll see you at the next tribe meeting on the 26th, 8 p.m. Eastern. Thank you, Stevie Weezies. Oh, don't have a sweet tooth if you're diabetic. I'm not a diabetic, but I got a sweet tooth. Do you know when I was in coma, they were trying to make me a diabetic, though? And wifey got me on the right tube feed, Kate Farms. If you go into the hospital, your loved ones, they will give you either A+ or Jevity. Those two feeds will make you a diabetic, and they're terrible. You want Kate Farms. It's organic fruits and brown rice, fruits and vegetables. It will take care of your blood sugar. My blood sugar, they started pricking me. My blood sugar normalized within like 48 hours. And, the hospital didn't even want to give it to me. Alana, she brought it in, but she had to fight with them. Ain't that something? Let me tell you, I got stories for days. I love you guys. I'm going to say goodnight. And I'm not sure when I'll be back. I got a treat, though, I'll be uploading for you. If not tomorrow, the next day. My breakdown, a coffee talk from the United States Supreme Court chart. I'm going to share that, put that up and out. And but happy Virgo solar eclipse. It's a little intense, but it's also opportunities for bringing in new routines, new practices of love, positive self-talk, positive affirmations, spiritual discipline, putting in the healthy boundaries, no energy vampires, and, to retire from negative self-talk. That's my greatest wish and hope for all of you. Okay. So remember, I love you. And happy birthday to all the Virgos. And thank you for all the birthday love. I didn't get to respond back to everybody yet. It's just I've been super busy with charts. But I more than appreciate all the birthday love. And shout out to all my Virgos out there, from Gail and Jackie Washington and Danny and new people here tonight. And make sure you new people, everybody hit the like button. Do me a favor, and Irene too. You guys come back and just leave a comment. It helps the show grow in algorithms after I get off. Even thanks, Eric, fire emoji, great show, whatever. And happy Virgo solar eclipse. Do the Epsom salt bath with the crystals, definitely the shungite, on the 20th or the 22nd. Not on Sunday. Sunday night, lay low, but eat clean. Eat very light on the eclipse. I would say no meat on the eclipse. Even for my meat eaters, take a break. Let your body digest. And the meat takes like 48 hours to digest. So you shouldn't be eating meat every 2-3 days, even if you are a meat eater, because you're not pooping it all out. It takes time to digest, and it creates mucus and inflammation in the body. All right? BigEAstro. I love you. Happy Virgo season. Happy Virgo solar eclipse. And go check out the Stars and Cards Lounge. We got a new episode out. Another one will be coming out, I think, on Thursday. And stay in gratitude. Come to the website, BigEAstrology.com, and sign up for the Chiron, from the wounding to the healing, with Anjani Segrist and BigEAstrology. September 27th, 6 p.m. Eastern, only $32. It's going to be outstanding. Doom, 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 doom. Girl, you knock me out. Bye. Adios. Episode 380 of my Knowledge is Love Astrology podcast. And always remember, there's already a design in place to control the human race. And if I say too much, it's me that will erase. So fix your face, time to fix your situation, because too much time is wasting. So please take control and glorify your soul, because our purity, your spirituality is the only guarantee to be saved and free. And what they will do is create a elite police state, and some will say that it's already too late. So what can you debate? Don't you know your right to vote can go away, and it could be amended and be no one day? So who's to say or who's to know that aliens haven't been here since the pyramids, yo? But what I want to know is, why do you trust them so when they hate us so and will never say sorry and keep on treating us just like basic Atari? Who are we? The original that's been mixed. Plus, we've been violently ripped apart by the 666. Later, you complete bars. Chart ruler, Mars. Delivering lyrical scars. Bye. Knowledge.